Don't touch my daughter with your dirty hands!
Those were the words that broke something inside her, words that carved a scar she carried for years. Ava had begged her that afternoon, "Please, can you braid my hair today? Just once?" Her voice was soft, hopeful, innocent. So she agreed, gently parting the child's curls, humming an old lullaby her mother used to sing. Ava giggled, swinging her feet as the braids formed neatly, beautifully, until the door slammed. Her father, the billionaire with a temper sharp enough to slice glass, froze. Then he exploded. "What is this nonsense? Who told you to touch her? Are you crazy? Do you clean the floors with those same hands?" He stepped closer, eyes burning. "Stay away from my daughter. I never wanted you here. My wife insisted. Pack your things and get out." Ava cried, clutching her arm. "Daddy, stop, please." She didn't do anything wrong, but he didn't stop. She left that mansion with shaking steps and a heart heavier than anything she had ever carried. She had loved that little girl, truly loved her. Splendid Tales, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. She went home that night, silent, carrying her pain like a weight tied to her chest. Every insult replayed in her head. Dirty hands, stay away, never wanted you here. But when she looked in the mirror, all she saw were hands tired from hard work, hands that had wiped tears, tied ribbons, fed hungry mouths, hands that never hurt anyone. Days passed, weeks. Then something changed. A neighbor asked if she could braid her daughter's hair like you did for Ava. She hesitated but agreed. One child came, then another. Parents noticed how gentle she was, how patient, how talented. Her porch turned into a tiny salon. Her tiny salon turned into a small shop, and slowly, beautifully, her broken spirit began to heal. She decorated the walls with bright colors and framed photos of smiling children. Her laughter returned, soft, then stronger. She became known for her magical braiding fingers and the way she told every child, "Your hair is a crown." Soon magazines wrote about her. Schools invited her to speak. Mothers waited weeks for an appointment. Her name became synonymous with love, culture, and care. She didn't chase success. Success chased her. And through it all, she never forgot Ava, the little girl with the soft curls and a heart too kind for the world she lived in. Her business grew beyond anything she had dared to dream. When a famous actress booked her to style her daughter's hair, everything changed again. Photos of her work went viral. She became the miracle hands behind Hollywood's cutest hairstyles. She was booked months ahead, yet she always kept one slot open, just in case Ava ever found her again. Then one morning, her assistant burst into the room holding an envelope. "Masterclass gala event," she said. "A VIP family wants you." She opened the letter. Her breath caught. Ava. She hadn't seen her in years. The request was personal, handwritten. "I want you to braid my hair again. I never forgot you." On the day of the event, she walked into a luxurious suite with floor-to-ceiling windows. Ava, now older, taller, glowing, turned and ran into her arms. "I knew you'd become amazing," Ava whispered. Then the door opened. Her father stepped in. The same man who had called her hands dirty. The same man who made her cry in silence for days. He froze. Not because he recognized her, but because she didn't look like the maid anymore. She looked like someone important, someone respected, someone invited. His mouth opened, but no sound came. And for the first time in her life, she saw fear, not anger, in his eyes. He finally found his voice. I didn't realize, I didn't expect." She smiled, calm, graceful, unshaken. "I know you didn't expect me," she said, walking toward Ava, whose hair she had already begun to part. "People rarely expect the ones they underestimate to rise." He swallowed, guilt tightening his face. "I was harsh that day," he muttered. "I shouldn't have." She paused her comb, turned gently, looked him directly in the eyes. "The hands you called dirty," she said softly, "are now requested by the richest and cleanest homes in this country." Ava's father blinked. She continued, "It turns out the dirt wasn't on my hands." Silence dropped over the room like a curtain. Ava looked at her father, disappointed, almost ashamed, then leaned closer to the woman who had once braided her hair with love. When she finished the style, Ava hugged her tightly. "I'm so glad you came back to me." She smiled, her heart finally healed. She didn't rise to prove anything to him. She rose because she was destined to. And he would live the rest of his life knowing that the woman he once belittled had become someone he could never ignore. What would you have said to him if you were in her shoes? Share this story with your loved ones. Tell us where you're watching from. It makes us happy to see how far our stories go. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more stories from Splendid Tales.